Hi, Chef Tai here. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to prepare tomato basil bits. Sliced onion and celery, garlic, some basil, chopped tomato, heavy cream, butter, and salt and pepper. We're going to actually start cleaning the garlic. Whenever you get these peeled garlic, there's a little tip. You got to remove those. Apparently they do cause stomach ache if you don't clean those out. So we try to get all these cleaned out if all possible. Crank up the heat on the pot, put some oil. You'll be adding basically the onion, celery, and garlic into it. So we're just sauteing onion, garlic, and celery until they are fully cooked down. Okay, now the onion is starting to get translucent and getting cooked up. I'll be adding the basil. Once the basils get steeped and they're cooked down, that's when we're going to add a tomato. And fresh tomato takes a lot of salt, so don't be afraid to add about 2 tablespoons worth of salt. And we're gonna be sauteing this until the tomato cooks down. It'll take about good 5-6 minutes for the tomatoes to actually start heat up and cook down. And then once the tomatoes are cooked down, we're going to add the cream. As the tomatoes are cooking down, this is when we're gonna be adding a heavy cream. And you can already see how the cream and the red color of the cooked tomato is already infusing. Once you start to reduce this for next 40 minutes, you'll see the color changing into even more rosé orange color. So after 40 minutes, the soup will be reduced down and you can see all the vegetable, all the tomato, they're cooked down. So at this moment, what we're going to do is that we're going to add some butter. Simple stick immersion blender, and we start at the low speed just to get the basic chunks down. Now that I see the tomatoes are actually going into a very small fine pieces, so once I have those most of the big chunks down to the medium to small pieces, I can convert to this high speed. So here we have what we call chinois. It's a really fine mash strainer, and we're going to transfer the soup into this. All the flavor of a tomato, herb, cream, butter, it's already all pushed through on this soup. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically leave the smoothest part of the soup by pushing it through the chinois. So as you can see, if I push it, you'll see the liquid actually getting transferred on the outer wall. And that's what we're doing basically, just to leave us with just a fine flavor of a cream soup. You'll get the very, very small fine pieces of herbs and garlics and onion that will actually push through that. But some of the chunkier, coarser flavor and a coarser texture item will be left behind. As you can see, all the coarse chunks has been pushed away, and only the creamy part of the soup is finished. There we go. Now, as a garnish, you can have a little basil chiffonade. basically about 2 to 3 leaves of a basil, and you're gonna make a little tight roll. And just basically going to make a little quick slice. There you go. Simple tomato basil bisque. Delicious, but it is really easy to do. Bon appetit. Enjoy.